Hey, everybody, and welcome back for another deep dive. We like to explore some really cool stuff on the show, and today's no exception.
Yep.
We've got something that I think is really going to supercharge your language learning journeys if you're listening.
Absolutely.
And, Pronunciator.
Right. Of course.
It's a fantastic platform for language learning.
It is.
But they've just partnered up with another amazing resource called Librari.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to be deep diving into today.
Absolutely.
So for our listeners who maybe aren't familiar with Librari, can you just give us a little bit of a rundown of what it is?
Yeah, sure. So Librari is an incredible resource for learning testing and even getting certified in a huge range of subjects. We're talking over 900 subjects, over 90,000 topics, and all of this is available in 40 different languages.
Yeah.
So it's really an incredible resource for anyone looking to expand their knowledge and skills.
That's incredible. 90,000 topics.
It's 90,000 topics.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's not just languages, right? You said it's for all sorts of different subjects.
All sorts of different subjects, anything you can possibly think of, from history to science to technology to the arts. It's all there on Librari.
And the best part, right? This is all integrated with Pronunciator.
Exactly.
For existing Pronunciator users.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay anything extra.
Nope.
It's just all there for you.
Seamlessly integrated. Yeah.
So let's really unpack this a little bit, because this seamless integration thing is really intriguing to me.
Yeah.
So it sounds like I can be, in Pronunciator studying my Spanish, and then I can jump right into Librari to learn about, the history of Spain.
Exactly. That's exactly right. So you don't have to be, toggling between different tabs and different websites and trying to keep track of different logins. It's all right there in one place. So it's really a user-friendly experience.
Yeah, because I've definitely been in those situations where I'm trying to learn something and I need to do some extra research and I have 5 tabs open and I get totally lost.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's not conducive to a good learning experience. So this is a really great solution to that.
And one of the things that really struck me when I was reading about Librari was the sheer breadth of content that's available. Like you mentioned, there's 90,000 topics across 900 subjects. It's kind of mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But it's not just, dry textbook information. I mean, we're talking about things like traditional Spanish dance forms. You could be learning about that while you're studying Spanish.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or you could be exploring ancient Chinese poetry in the original language. I mean, it's just amazing to think about the possibilities.
Yeah, it really is. And that's one of the things that I love about this integration is that it really encourages this more holistic approach to language learning. We've talked about this before on the show. You're not just learning vocabulary and grammar. You're learning about the culture, the history, the art,
right.
All of the things that really make that language come alive.
Right. It's kind of like you're immersing yourself in the entire world of that language.
Yeah.
And I think that's such a powerful way to learn, because it's not just about memorizing facts.
Right.
It's about understanding the context and the nuances.
Context.
And really appreciating the richness of that language and culture.
And I think it really helps with comprehension and fluency as well, because when you understand the cultural context of what you're learning, it just makes it so much easier to understand and to remember.
Absolutely. And one thing that really caught my eye, we were talking about all these different topics and all this amazing content, but Librari actually offers official certificates in all these different subjects.
Yes, they do.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you could actually, take a course in Librari, get certified.
And these aren't just sort of participation trophies. These are official certificates that demonstrate a validated level of proficiency.
Right. So you could put that on your resume.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that being really helpful for someone who's, maybe applying to college or looking for a job, or even just for personal satisfaction.
And I think it's a really great way to set yourself apart from other candidates, because it shows that you're not just someone who's interested in this subject, but you've actually taken the time to learn about it.
Right. You've got the credentials to back it up.
Exactly.
And to prove it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And these certificates are offered in multiple languages, which is really cool.
Exactly.
So it's not just limited to English speakers.
Not at all.
Which is fantastic. So I'm really curious about the testing process, though, because... I saw on their website they talk about intelligent explanations.
Yes.
And it sounds like their testing system is really sophisticated.
It really is, yeah. It's designed to provide immediate feedback and intelligent explanations. So it's not just about getting a score.
Right.
It's about actually learning from your mistakes.
So it's more than just, multiple choice or fill in the blank.
Much more, yeah. So it's really interactive, and it's designed to help you identify your strengths and weaknesses and then focus on the areas where you need to improve.
And it adapts to your answers as you go along.
That's right. Yeah. So it's personalized to your learning journey.
So let's say I'm struggling with a particular grammar concept in Spanish.
Right.
The testing will not only highlight that area,
Yeah.
but it'll actually provide in-depth explanations that are tailored to my specific needs.
Exactly. So it's almost like having a personal tutor.
Wow. That's really cool.
It is.
So I'm starting to get a sense of just how powerful this resource is.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited to dive into it myself. And I know we've mentioned this a couple of times, but I just want to reiterate for our listeners.
Sure.
This is all available to current Pronunciator users at no extra cost.
That's correct.
Which is just incredible.
Yeah.
So if you're already using Pronunciator, all you have to do is log into your account and you'll find Librari right there waiting for you.
That's it.
So as we wrap up today, I want to leave our listeners with something to think about. We've been talking about all these amazing features and all the possibilities that Librari opens up.
Yeah.
But imagine for a moment that you've achieved fluency in a new language, thanks in part to this incredible resource that you now have at your fingertips.
I love that.
What possibilities open up for you? What cultural experiences become accessible?
What doors are opened? What could you do? Could you travel to a country where that language is spoken and truly immerse yourself in the future? Could you read books and watch films in their original language, experiencing all of the nuances that are so often lost in translation? Could you connect with people from different backgrounds on a much deeper level and really forge new friendships and expand your horizons?
It's really incredible to think about. And it's so much more than just learning words and grammar. It's about opening these doors to new experiences.
Absolutely.
New perspectives, new possibilities. So thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Be sure to explore Librari within Pronunciator. You won't regret it.
No, you won't.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.